YouTube, what's going on? So I originally made excuse me, I originally made this video installing the well, I didn't do the installing, but I got the Midwest Industries handguard for my Yugo M92 pistol, and the installation was very easy. I didn't find it necessary to make a video. It wasn't really anything I ran into. It's pretty straightforward. You remove the handguard. A couple tips. This pin right here, you have to unhinge the top cover completely, and then you kind of have to just push that little pin in, and then it goes forward. Then you can remove the handguards pretty easily. So really, that was really the only thing that was difficult. Everything bolts on nicely. The handguard is very solid. It uses a clamp system that has 4 different attachment points that go onto the barrel, and then you actually have 2 anti-walk screws as well, so it should hold 0 just fine. Now you can see here I've got the top cover for the Aimpoint Micro. Now this is actually a primary arms clone that I've run on AKs before. It's similar to the Bushnell TRS-25. Excuse me, bumping that. The difference is this has the removable base, and with this mount you get a complete co-witness with the sights, which is an important thing. In case this optic were to fail, I've still got my iron sights. It sits very low. You can't really get it to sit any lower than it does. It's an integrated mount. So this is the type of top cover it comes with that Picatinny rail. Well, at first I had mounted the red dot on there, but then realized you don't have a complete co-witness. So I ordered the Aimpoint H1, what do they call it? MIAKY T1/VS. That's the Midwest Industries item. We'll work on M70, M85, and M92, so we'll work for a few different models. But that's a optic mount. That's that, and then the dot actually has a removable base, the red dot, and then it securely mounts 4 different attachment points to this rail, and then that rail has 4 different screws that go on the handguard. So it's very solid. Shouldn't have any issues holding 0. Also added the Magpul hand stop kit to give a little extra, grip up in the front. There was also the Magpul angled foregrip that you can run on these. Anything that's vertical is obviously going to change it from being a pistol to something else. Then you have, to deal with SBR and stuff like that. So wanted to avoid that, so I went with the hand stop kit. And yeah, so the rifle's finished. On the previous video I showed you the single point sling adapter that I installed on the gun. Sorry about that. There you go. There, and that works with the SP47 brace. So the SP47 brace, the RF Rapid Fire Technologies single sling adapter. I've got a single point sling. It's just like a Condor single point sling. The hook grip is a huge improvement. But this adapter, like I mentioned in the video, is very unique. It works with the SP47 brace. So this puppy is finished. It's looking awesome. Very stoked to see how much the accuracy improves with the red dot sight and the foregrip to get a little extra, not foregrip, excuse me, the hand stop kit to give it a little extra stability. Can do some shooting comparisons versus my one target that I did on the initial out of the box gun with just the iron sights. See how much better I can do with the accuracy on this. So pretty excited to have that finished. If you want installation tips on this, feel free to contact me, but there's a bunch of videos on YouTube installing this handguard, and the instructions that Midwest Industries provides are very adequate. It's very easy. You shouldn't run into any issues really doing that. The primary arms, if you're going to run this dot, you do need to get the model MD06, which has the removable base. And they may actually have a new model. This is pretty new. This is only a few months old, so it should be the most recent model of their micro red dot. So yeah, very excited to now that the M92 is finished. You could go the SBR route, but then you got to wait for months, or you can just get the SP40 brace, which is actually cheaper than doing your tax stamp. Quite a bit cheaper. Plus the timestamp, or not the timestamp, the time difference is huge. I mean, those stamps are taking anywhere from 9 to 12 months right now. You can order the brace pretty much online anywhere right now, and you've got yourself a really handy little package here. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the progress of this gun with me, and I'll get some more shooting footage here to upload to see how much that accuracy improves with that. So, alright, we'll see you next time. Before I roll in the shooting footage, just a little disclaimer. I went up and shot this and had to switch out my memory card, and the memory card I switched to said it was empty, but apparently it wasn't because it stopped recording through a lot of the footage. So you'll see a short clip of me shooting the gun with the handguard, a little bit of rapid fire, short target. So the red dot did improve the accuracy, and you can see a lot of that was rapid fire, and it's pretty good. But I did like 180 rounds. I shot all 6 magazines pretty well, at least 5 of them pretty quickly to see how the handguard heated up, and that footage did not get through. So after 180 rounds, well, we'll just roll in the footage and then we'll come back and discuss that. As you can see, most of the shots are in the 8 and 9 area, which is great for this. Just about 25 yards away, just firing offhand, not supported in any way, shape, or form. So not bad. I think the red dot has improved the accuracy a little bit. The best way to tell would be to shoot from a rest, which I don't have the opportunity to do that right now. But last time I did this shooting test, or not shooting test, but last time I shot with iron sights, I was offhand also. So this is a good comparison, I think. Alright, so as you can see, some of the footage got cut off, so I was kind of bummed by that, but didn't have time to go home, get a memory card, go back up, all that. But, take my word for it, the handguard, after 180 rounds, did get pretty warm. Now, not down here, obviously with the hand stop, my hand was completely comfortable, but it's when I wrap my fingers up here, this part of the rail got pretty hot after 180 rounds. I'd say 150 rounds, pretty much mag dumps. I mean, they were as fast as I could pull the trigger, pretty much. So that does get a little hot. Now, what's interesting is this section of the handguard, where the optic mounts, didn't get nearly as hot. I could still touch it, didn't burn my hand. I used to have an Ultimac rail on my AKs, and that sucker would burn your hand fast. So that's nice that this doesn't get as hot. It's strange that this gets hotter right here, these rails. So, but this did not with the hand stops. So what's nice about that is you could put some Magpul, you know, rail covers or whatever on there, and you wouldn't feel that heat either. So that's kind of nice. So, and that was, you know, not typical shooting. I don't usually just go out there and just dump magazines as fast as I can pull the trigger. It's pretty wasteful. But I was just, one of my subscribers had asked, you know, does the handguard heat up really bad and such, and it does heat up, but you know, to the point where it's pretty hot to the touch, but only after continuous rapid firing. So if you were just shooting for a day, shooting some magazines, doing some drills, whatever, it wouldn't get that hot. It was just continuous. So but it does get a little warm, so you might want to put, you know, this helped a ton. I didn't feel any heat down here at all. It was just right here, and like I said, this didn't get nearly as hot, so I don't feel like the optic is going to melt or, you know, damage that or anything. It's working just fine. Today I tested it after, yeah, it just turns right on, no big deal. So yeah, definitely recommend this handguard setup if you have a Yugo. The Zastava PAP M92 PV is the model number of mine, and a 76239. Definitely a good upgrade, and the Magpul hand stop gives you, you know, some good grip. It's not a foregrip, so it doesn't change the classification of the pistol, but it does give you some nice grip up there. And then the primary arms dot is great, and it helps with your accuracy. So it's a good little setup with that, with the SB47 brace. I mean, you're good to go. I mean, you got a nice little Krinkov style rifle. So, alright guys, I think that's going to be it for the review on the Midwest Industries handguard. Highly recommended. It's a nice piece. They're very high quality. I don't think this is going to have any issues holding zero. It didn't in that range trip, so don't anticipate it. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. As always, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button, and we'll see you next time.